GeoGuessr, Void Space Racing was really interesting. On the Lucian and Gaia randomizer was really cool. Um, then we had Pringles, of course.
Looks like they are almost set up. I need to update the estimate. I don't think it's going to take Di10 an hour 30 to complete GT Classic %. I really hope not.
I hope not. Yeah. Let's see. I see it up on. Yeah, I see it right over here.
Yeah, it's like a 45-minute estimate. So if we're going to 100, if we're going to an hour and a half, we're a little wrong, a little long.
Yeah, I mean it's the last 2 runs of the marathon, so it'd be pretty fine, but like still, yeah. So, welcome to a game you've never seen or heard of, never seen before in a speedrunning marathon.
No, there's usually not like the most contested bid war ever on these. Never, ever.
No. Very small, obscure game here. We're excited to show this off at a marathon for the first time. So it looks like we're just waiting a little bit before we get into this run.
Probably intro stuff. So you said they go straight to Ridley. They don't quite go straight to Ridley. They aren't crazy enough to skip the Varia suit.
True. Well, yes, their first main boss is Ridley, but they'll do like a mini boss before. There we go. Now they're going.
I start out with the the same stuff you see in every Super Metroid run. The Sarah's escape station. Surprisingly difficult to actually optimize.
Yeah. Fortunately it's right in the beginning of the run, so you can just reset it quick, but once we go through our first Ridley fight here, there's it can be hard to optimize with the the pipe smoke that comes out. That's RNG and could be difficult trying to get a damage boost off of those.
Yeah, the difference between an optimal room and a suboptimal room in Super Metroid is a matter of a damage boost.
Yeah,
which is just crazy to me.
It's super small stuff like that.
And you can see Di alternating, shooting up, angling up and angling down, which allows you to move just 1 pixel faster each time you do it. Little things like that.
Mm-hmm. It only saves a few tiles throughout the run, but you might as well as do it because I mean it's really easy. You could do it wherever, so you might as well as save some tiles. 44-22. It's pretty good, Sarah Station.
One of those few times in speedrunning where you want a higher number on the screen.
Yeah, it's always a little weird. It's like, oh yeah, you got to get the higher one here because it starts from 1 minute and counts down. Going into Planet Slam Jam here. Is that just
Slam Jam?
Oh yeah, it's just a giant basketball in space.
There's Planet Slam Jam or Planet Space Jam?
I call it Planet Slam Jam because there's also a very good Space Jam remix of the Bridstar theme. Definitely, I can send that your way. It's pretty good.
Yeah, right now we can't get hardly anywhere. It doesn't look like we're seeing Di go with the moonfall strategies here. At least not the smaller ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a relatively new tech. Just allows you to increase your falling speed.
Mm-hmm.
You have no maximum falling speed. These ledge grabs are pretty good though. Oh man.
Oh yeah, those. Oh yeah, except for that one, those are really really solid. That's a surprisingly difficult area. Those ledge grabs. Yeah, it's just surprisingly difficult to do.
I'd be interested to see if we go with the ledge grabs going out, the climb, or the wall jumps. Like speed-wise, they're relatively similar if you execute them both well. It's kind of a personal preference thing. I can't wall jump to save my life, so I do the ledge grabs.
Yeah, it's cool that there's a lot of different like personal preference strat in Super Metroid like that. I think that the strat you use then I think is the Behemoth one developed with like the ledge
Yeah.
grabbing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it was ACM was the original person
was
who
it?
developed it.
Oh, okay.
Et c'est très important parce que ce pack de missiles va nous permettre d'ouvrir les portes roses, mais aussi va permettre de réveiller la planète.
So we just got our first item there, missiles. That's pretty essential. It's gonna open up a lot of doors for us. It'll open up all red doors.
Well, I mean, it's the second item. The first item is the morph ball.
Oh,
You need the
true.
morph
Yeah,
ball to get anywhere.
true.
Like if anybody has played a Super Metroid randomizer, morph ball unlocks everything.
Yep, I've definitely had that experience where it's like, all right, where's morph ball? It's somewhere here.
Like we are seeing wall jumps. These are like relatively precise. You see right there, like just getting into that little nook and cranny there.
Mm-hmm. You want to do them at like a certain position on the wall there, so that you don't like bonk the platform.
Maintenant, on est censé escalader ces plateformes, mais moi, j'ai plutôt envie de faire des
Okay.
pour monter.
We're gonna be going up to our first fight here, Bomb Chorizo, just a little bit.
You know, for the longest time, I thought it was bomb chorizo.
Chorizo, like the fake
yeah,
meat,
like the sausage. Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Why are we fighting?
That sounds like if there was a speedrunner restaurant and like there was a menu, that'd be one of the things. Like I'd want some bomb chorizo menu. Like
you got bomb chorizo, you got golden chorizo.
Yeah. I would order a bomb chorizo. That sounds amazing.
I don't know. I'd probably order a golden chorizo instead of a bomb one, but I mean, but it is the bomb.
Exactly.
Parce que
So right
damaging
here,
very specifically here to try to skip. Oh, we did have the head fall off. Not quite what we're looking for. If you hit him with a missile at the correct time, you don't see that head animation with the head explosion. Saves a little bit of a couple frames here and there, and looks kind of cool.
Then you just gotta get the explosion though. To just be, it's just swag, right? Just gotta turn the other way, not look at the explosion.
That was a really sick Alcatraz.
Yeah, that was super clean.
Like that is the first Super Metroid trick I ever learned, and I still can't get it first try a lot of the time.
Yeah, what you do for it is it lets you get through. And the normal way to get through that area is you have to go to the right there, and then do a bunch of other stuff like just
Yeah, you
bomb
just let
and
you hit the
wait.
bomb.
Yeah, it's slow, but if you do a precise wall jump there and morph ball at the right time, then you can just go up through the left.
I'm assuming we get early supers here with the mock ball.
Oh yeah.
Make it like nobody wants to actually fight Spore Spawn to get supers. Yeah,
What?
exactly. If that boss doesn't, hey, he has his own category.
He does. It's true. Spore Spawn RTA.
Poor Spore Spawn.
Can we get a Spore Spawn PogChamp in chat?
Nice clean mock ball there that allows you to keep your momentum through a ball. Like when you go into ball form, you usually need the speed booster in order to get across that. But with a precision morph, like the way you do is you morph and you follow like a Hadoken motion.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is all the items we collect until Varia.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we're going to be fighting Kraid up here, I believe. Yeah, we're going to be fighting Kraid first, and then we're going to make our way to Ridley.
On est capable de garder la vitesse de course en état de morph ball. Et cette technique est très intéressante car elle permet du coup de skip le speed booster et du coup d'arriver à choper les 100 missiles sans avoir à tuer.
Like, you might grab the charge missiles here.
Vous le verrez pas dans cette run.
I suppose just to have some extras, but no. Oh, we do need charge beam as well. Okay. Oh, no,
Yeah.
maybe not. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Forgot what category we were running. It's okay. Everybody's done that.
This is
Kinda
a GT
autopilot.
80%. Yeah. Change the category quick. 100%, any percent.
This is Di 10%.
There you go. Complete the game percent.
Ouais, c'est la châtaigne.
That room right there is the room where, as a casual player, you realize there is a run button.
It is. It is.
It really is.
Le Sport Spawn RTA dont le but est de tuer Sport Spawn le plus vite possible.
Going up Red
Oh.
Tower.
Interesting. Okay.
We must need alpha power bombs.
Yeah.
Et voilà, que j'ai raté. Qui permet d'atteindre le haut de la.
Oh yeah, you need them to get down to Lower Norfair.
Oh yeah. Okay,
that-
that makes
yeah.
sense.
Otherwise, you know, kind of hard to. Kind of hard.
Faire des petits wall jump et.
Can't get to GT without any power bombs.
Mhm.
Falling into the Samus Eater. It's a little unfortunate.
Éviter de
But-
tomber dans les plantes en bas parce que si on tombe dans les plantes,
So those power bombs are just gonna be right down here
et on va très vite aller chercher.
because we
See
got
some
those.
damage boosts. See, like, just the
Yeah.
difference between the way that I do that room, because I can never manage those damage boosts. It takes me forever to jump across all those things.
Yeah,
Missed it on the way
Right.
back, but
it's just to show the difference.
Yeah. like, it's just so much slower.
Mhm. It just feels cool to do too. Like when you get that, it's just like, oh yeah, you just feel real cool.
Des énergies tank parce qu'on va avoir besoin de.
So one of the big tricks in this run that, like, it's the defining trick of the run, if you ask me and a lot of people, is the green gate glitch. So in order to hit a green gate, usually you need to hit it with a super missile, but you can glitch it to hit it on one that's on the left-hand side, essentially shoot through the barrier itself to hit it with a missile. It's super precise, and that's what separates the top times from like the lower times, is how fast they can get that green gate glitch coming up later on.
Mm-hmm.
And you only have 5 chances to do it, otherwise you have to farm or reset.
Bloque l'accès à la variasuit. La variasuit, elle protège de la chaleur et le Golden Torizo est une salle dans laquelle il y a de la chaleur. Donc, pour pouvoir survivre à la chaleur, on va prendre la varia.
Yeah, we're just making our way to Kraid still here.
On va prendre
Oh.
8 énergies tank.
Go for
C'est plus rapide de prendre la varia.
nice.
En RBO, on
So, like,
That's another very, very precise jump there. Making
yeah,
it look really easy.
because you're on one tile. It's hard to get your running start that you need for it. You're supposed to have like high jump for it casually or go down there and grab it, but we're not gonna do that.
Attention de pas prendre trop de dégâts.
We'll get high jump,
We will.
but we might not get it, the way most people think about getting it. So I guess, yeah.
In a little weird way, but yes, there'll be some high jump boots.
Compliqué quand on n'a pas le charge beam.
So with just 2 missiles, there's not much leeway here with the Kraid quick kill here.
Normalement, on utilise le
Mhm.
charge beam parce que ça bloque Kraid dans sa position.
We'll see if Di gets this. Gonna shoot those 2 missiles and then hit those supers in.
Easy every
Nice,
time.
yeah. Well done.
Sans sa deuxième phase.
So if you have to hit Kraid with what I think it's 1200 damage.
Yeah.
I think that's the HP value, and once you've hit him with 500 worth of that damage, he goes into like a stand-up animation, and it takes a lot longer. So you want to kill him before that. What you essentially do is you stun lock him in place with super missiles.
Exactly.
Pour ces 5 secondes à l'écran.
Yeah, I do that a different way with just regular missiles. So it's cool to see you can do it with the pea shooter instead.
Well, that was a nifty strat there. You know, laying a power bomb to kill the pirates.
That is cool, yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if they grab the Kraid E-Tank here just as a little bit of safety. Yeah. It's not necessary, but it's a little bit extra safety because you're about to go into Lower Norfair, which is the last zone of the game, with no equipment at all.
Yeah. Things will do a lot of damage to you. Like, some enemies there could, like, if they hit you once, that's like 50 damage right there. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
those blasted key hunters. Ugh.
Yep. The Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers are on the way
Yeah.
out. I
Yeah.
don't remember the
Yeah.
the name for the ones on the way down, but they're just rude.
I don't either, but yeah, I know exactly which ones you're talking about, though.
Un réfrigérateur intégré, enfin, la clim intégrée.
You don't even have the charge beam, so like you can't really kill them. We are grabbing high jump boots for the lava dive section. Can't actually get through there without the high jump boots or space jump.
Mhm.
I think you can do it with gravity suit as well, but that is very far out of the way. High jump boots are right here.
Yeah, if we wanted to get the gravity suit, we'd have to be fan-tuned for it. And we're not. We don't have to beat another boss. We don't have to.
Yeah, and the space jump is locked behind yet another boss on top of that. So
Yeah, be locked behind Dragon.
yeah, which in order to get to Dragon, you essentially need to beat Fantoon. So
Yeah, so it's at that point you're pretty much just doing any percent, like like any percent old route.
So I'm not sure on the different timings. I believe GT Classic is a faster run than any percent, typically.
Yeah, typically is a faster run than it. Because the world record for any percent is like it's like a 41 right now, something off the top of my head. Want to say it's around there. Let me double check on that. Like 39.
D'avoir recommencé depuis le début si jamais je meurs.
No, just a 40. That was it. Yeah.
Taking a
Basically.
safety save here in Bubble Mountain.
I love that name, Bubble Mountain. I would live on Bubble Mountain.
I would live on Bubble Mountain. I mean, you can see why they call it Bubble Mountain. It's really obvious.
Press 1 if you would live on Bubble Mountain.
Et je vais utiliser cette salle passer très bien sur ma route.
It's a little farm station up here. Fill up on super missiles. Have the most chances at getting that green gate glitch you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, ammo management is always a really important concept in Super Metroid. So I kind of imagine that, and I was keeping an eye on it. It's something you're gonna have to do throughout run.
I mean, at this point, it's only once you enter the GT code.
Yeah,
then you have all the ammo you could ever want.
Yeah, then there won't be much management. And until then.
We're coming up on the lava dive section here. So this is what we're doing for. We missed the early setup. Got to go reset the room. Like with only 387 health, like this lava does a lot of damage. Oh.
Yeah, this glitch makes this run doable essentially.
Alors du coup, ce que je vais faire, je vais utiliser la physique de la lave à mon avantage. Je vais...
Nice and easy. Oh man.
Well done, yeah.
Speedruns, you make it look so easy. I was like, I've done that trick. It usually takes me 3 or 4 tries and a lot more energy.
That is hard. If you've not played Super Metroid with trying to navigate water physics with only a Varia suit instead of gravity, that is rough.
Quand je disais qu'on pouvait faire qu'avec un seul énergie tank, si j'avais eu qu'un seul énergie tank, je serais mort là. Je vous laisse profiter quelques secondes de cette super musique qu'est celle de Loin d'Enfer.
I didn't check, but I'm assuming they took a save.
Yeah.
After, yeah.
Yeah.
As here we are. We're at this green gate. You have 5 chances to hit this. It's on the wrong side. Well, first try. Oh man, easy every time.
All right. Well,
Well, the hard part of the run is now over.
yeah.
Well, you have to make sure you hold the correct buttons going into GT's room, I suppose.
So what's gonna happen here is there's gonna be inputting a certain code here that'll let us get, yeah, you like that. Just so I get all those items. You're just holding the code going in there,
Yeah.
and then bam, you got it all.
And you do have to make sure that you turn off Spazer Beam as well. Otherwise, you're going to have a very bad time. And I believe you hard lock your game or soft lock your game if you try to fire with both Spazer and Plasma.
Yeah. So don't hard lock your game. This is a PSA from Avon and Goopy. Don't hard lock your game.
Like picking up the screw attack there is not completely necessary, but it's right there and it saves so much time in this.
Right.
You know, you're pretty much invincible when you're in screw attack animation. So
yeah, having that hitbox around you is just, it's so nice. Like if it's right there, you might as well get it. Like for this section, like there's all these blocks.
all these blocks. You have to either hit them with speed booster, like a shine spark, a power bomb, or the screw attack. And screw attack is conveniently right there.
Mm-hmm.
So what the GT code does is it gives you some E-tanks, 100 missiles, 20 super missiles, 20 power bombs, and every item in the game. Like, so you see every item except for screw attack. It doesn't give you screw attack, which is strange. I'm not sure why.
It just doesn't.
Like, if somehow you manage to get to that point without having Varia suit, it will also give you Varia suit, but good luck getting there.
Yeah, because you're gonna take lava damage, and then you have to do the lava dive too. So like, yeah, it's a
Plus,
nope.
all of those rooms are heated, so you're taking heat damage. Like you need to, you'll need to have like pretty much every E-tank you can get without, and it's just not worth it.
Got the Kego there. So that's a Kego is when you can you kind of like not mock ball, you morph ball right as you land on certain platforms, and then you just kind of can fall through them. So that's it. It's a small optimization that saves a little bit of time there.
Et vous voyez, on voyait pas bien, mais j'ai 3 réserves.
It's named after one of the enemies where it was discovered on a Kego.
I was always wondering why that was called a Kego.
Yeah, it's for those I'm trying to think how to describe them. They're kind of like circular enemies near in the Terminator room.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
So we have our Ridley fight here with a fully equipped beam. It's what, 20 shots?
Yeah, that sounds right.
As opposed to like the lower percent runs. Like if you're doing a low percent ice run, it's 200 shots, I believe it is.
It's a ridiculous number.
It's a ridiculous amount.
It's so stressful watching low percent runners do a Ridley fight because you hold your breath for like 2 full minutes and you're just like watching it the whole time. It's just are they gonna live? Are they gonna die?
Like they recently had a Super Metroid multi-category tournament on Speed Gaming, and the finals was Shiny Zeddy and Zosty.
Mm-hmm.
And they ran 100%, any percent, and low percent ice were the 3 runs they wound up doing, which was perfect.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, those are the three the biggest categories there.
Low percent ice is very small. There's very few people who actually competitively run it.
That's true.
Like, I think probably the 3rd most popular run would probably actually be this GT Classic.
Yeah.
On va tuer ses ennemis. On va faire une autre Mog Ball.
Nice speedball getting out there.
The mid-fall speedball.
C'est une Mog Ball.
That's later in the year. We aren't there yet.
We're speedball into mid-fall speedball right now.
And this is one of the few categories where you actually also see the use of spring ball, because I always forget that the GT code gives you spring ball. Gives you everything else, so why wouldn't it give you spring ball? But
I personally love the spring ball. It just, I don't know, it just makes me happy. It's
I
what
hate
you
that
do.
it's so far out of the way.
It
Like,
is, yeah. What it does is when you're in morph ball, you just you can press A and get a little jump. There you go. You can jump in your morph ball. That's it. It's it's just so great.
C'est bientôt fini.
Is this a category where you can go for the reverse slinky? I think you still go up, or no, because you do Fantoon last. Never mind. Darn. You aren't gonna see the reverse slinky.
Maybe someday.
Comme les travers ennemis.
It's an impossible strat anyway. So
Yeah.
we are back to our home at Bubble Mountain.
Where we put our homes. A new home. Gonna build it right on Bubble Mountain.
Et oui, elle a pu la jolie musique, mais vous allez bientôt avoir la musique de Maridia.
So we have 2 main bosses defeated now. We're gonna be needing to defeat 4. So we've beaten Kraid and Ridley. All that's next is to beat Fantoon and Dragon now.
Yeah, we're doing these a little bit out of order. We did 1, then we did 4, like casually. Kraid's usually first, and Ridley is usually last.
And then Fantoon is usually second and Dragon third.
So we're doing them all out of order. Going into Meridia here. Meridia, I think, has some of the best music in any Super Metroid game. Is like Super Metroid Meridia theme. Oof.
It's super ambient.
Et voici Maridia.
Just the different like movement tech you see here. When you have all of the items in the game, you can get around. There are any number of different ways. It's kind of pick your poison. They're all about, a lot of them are equally as fast. You pick whichever one you feel the most comfortable with.
Yeah. Looks like we're coming up the fight bot wound here.
Oh, this is gonna be a treat. So you don't see it on Di10 screen, but they do have both the grapple beam and the X-ray beam. So the way you kill Botwoon here is you microwave him. Being every time you turn on your X-ray beam while you have a fully charged plasma, it does more damage. It's just you just ignore iframes is what it is, I believe.
Which is exactly how you microwave something.
Yeah.
Ignore your iframes and just stick it in the microwave. I guess.
It looks like we missed the Shine Spark charge for the halfie. That's too bad. You can, if you do it correctly, you can charge a Shine Spark on the bottom of that room and then wall jump up and just fly across the entire Coliseum. Or halfway across the Coliseum if you don't get the full halfie.
Which is a goofy name. Yeah, the full halfie is a bit more of a fancier version of the halfie. Originally, it was they didn't know like that you could go the full length of the room, so it was originally called the halfie. But then when it got discovered, it's like, well, now it's a full halfie, I guess.
Well, I think when they first discovered the halfie, they also discovered the full halfie, but it was thought to be TAS only.
Oh, was it that way?
No human could do it.
Okay.
The same strategy here, where just spam the visor.
Ding.
Ding shrimp is done. I don't know if I'd want microwave shrimp.
Yeah, that
Well, I
sounds
mean-
pretty bad.
I mean, I know I wouldn't want microwave shrimp because I'm allergic, but
Just people in general, like, yeah, I feel like microwave shrimp is just like, I wouldn't want it either. So
Les développeurs très confiants se sont dit bon, on va pas checker.
so that's 3 bosses down. Like as you see, all of the difficulty in this run is front loaded. There's a bunch of like bunch of big like sequence breaks and skips in the front of the run. And then from here, it's just kind of clean up because you have all the items.
right.
Now it's just optimizing movement. Like the difference between like a correct door transition can make a difference in a run here.
Et après l'acquisition du plasma,
There's a lot of lag reduction strats and such.
il est invulnérable à la technique du extrait plasma. Ne jamais sous-estimer la créativité des tasseurs, surtout. Parce que pour l'histoire, le GT Code, ce sont bien sûr tous les speedrunners qui l'ont découvert. Quelqu'un un jour.
Wait, where are we going? Are we going to
We're
Forgotten
going up,
Highway?
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, we're just making our way up to Fatoon right now. So this will put us, yep, get us right up
Oh, no,
here.
we didn't go up the Forgotten Highway. Okay.
Mhm.
A lot of GT Classic runs take what is known as the Forgotten Highway in between Meridia and the wrecked ship.
Ceux qui connaissent le jeu, ça
This might be an older route, I think.
un boss qui est là.
You go in the front door.
Un boss qui a causé plus de reset que tous les autres boss du jeu.
So we are coming up on our final of the 4 main bosses of Super Metroid. The Ghost Elephant Phantoon.
So we like to call Fatoon the ghost elephant.
Oh, you've never heard the Ghost Elephant?
I haven't heard the term ghost elephant. That's pretty
Oh.
good.
Well, I mean, if you look at Phantoon, he looks kind of like an elephant, and everybody else calls him like the ghost. So it's a ghost elephant.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah.
I'll let you take the explanation for this fight here.
Okay. So with Fatoon here, is kind of an RNG boss fight, and can give us a few different patterns here in a slow pattern, a medium pattern, or a fast pattern. Looks like we didn't get fast. So what are we gonna get?
We also didn't get medium. It looks like we got slow. Oh, and then
Yeah.
misses the shot.
Aw.
A fast reopen is good though. And same as the other bosses, you just microwave them down.
Goodbye. If this were an any percent run, you would do what's called a Doppler and shoot your missiles at a precise like a timing, like I think it's 100 beats per minute there. You kind of like run towards Phantom at the same time. It's a kind of a weird feeling technique. But now we're all done with our main bosses, so we're gonna be heading up to the Golden Fort.
So I don't know if you did casually, but I always went straight into that room the first time I played this game with the Golden Fort. And I'm like, what's this? Why what is this room?
I think I did once, yeah, when I was playing casually. I just kind of like, oh, it's a thing, and stayed there a minute. Like, guess there's nothing here. just kind of left.
Yeah, but and then you never really think. It took me forever to think to go back there.
Yeah. I didn't really quite know where to go to after. It's like, well, I did all the bosses.
Because it's not like this game doesn't have text hints anywhere as to where to go next. It's just kind of figure it out sort of thing.
Yeah. It's kind of like, well, guess I haven't been here in a while. And it's, oh, I guess this is where you go.
Yeah, you go back there after you've killed like Kraid and one of the bosses is grayed out, and you, huh?
Then you figure it out.
Puis on va aller vers le repère secret le mieux planqué du monde. Je parle bien sûr du repère secret qui est planqué derrière une énorme...
There they are, the statue of the 4 bosses of Zebes. Zebes. Zebes.
Planet Slam Jam.
Yeah, Planet Jam Slam.
So we just have to wait a little bit. Oh yes, keep using the spring ball. Let's go. Yes, no, keep using the spring ball. No. I'm just a big fan. Yeah, spring ball. Yeah, we're just waiting a little bit for this while the animation takes place.
Nice cutscene. Practice some bomb jumps and.
It's the time to show off all your tech, pretty much.
Turning off Varia suit and the screw attack, I'm guessing to make the health drain from the baby Metroid go faster.
Yeah.
In case you miss the baby skip.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know if Di10 goes for the baby skip.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Turian is pretty difficult section to keep your momentum in. You can like do some shots where you'll jump and then shoot a missile, but it can be quite difficult, especially if you want to time it like space jumps to keep in the air. Yeah, looks like Di is going for pretty the consistent method where you kind of have to stop and then shoot them and get a running start again.
And then these rooms, group them up.
And goodbye. So up here, we'll see if Di is going to go for a trick called baby skip. Normally, the baby is supposed to latch onto your head here and then kind of drain your health, and it wastes a bunch of time. But
looks like yes, just based on the fact that they didn't damage themselves on the side hopper there.
Okay.
Oh, and gets grabbed. Yeah, so like you do that where you go up and down, you make the baby go around and around, you shoot off all of this like ivy on the walls, and if you transition off of the screen, the baby stops following you.
Petite optimisation, quand le Metroid vous attrape, regardez à droite.
I mean, if you get caught, it's a little bit of a time loss. You have to go here and hit the refill station, but it's not the end of the world.
2 tiers de seconde.
So we're coming into our last room with Mother Brain here. I believe Dia is going to go for a glitch here called Zepatite Skip. I just like to call it just mash your face through a wall. So you just kind of mash your face.
Try.
Yeah,
oh, man.
Very
There's
nice. Pretty much how you do it is you freeze that little onion ring and just mash your face in the wall. And eventually, if you mash your face hard enough, it goes through.
I believe they're called Rinkus.
Rinkus, yeah. Or Rinkas.
Rinkas? Yeah, okay,
yeah,
it's possible.
They're onion rings to me.
No. See, this is the fast food boss.
Yeah,
like the food boss, because Mother Brain here shoots out onion rings, baked potatoes, ketchup, and French fries. Once again, this is a much faster fight. We have a potato and a French fry. Oh man.
Yep. We're going to White Castle.
Et des oignons frits pour compléter le tas. Et quand c'est un peu sec, on...
Ooh, I think they might need to turn on Varia suit here or use some reserves. Yeah, they're a little low on HP.
We need to have a certain health because Mother Brain is going to, shoot a laser beam at us.
The rainbow beam.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if they go for a stand-up glitch. Looks like they are.
Oh?
They have exactly enough HP.
Wow.
So usually during this part of the fight, you get locked to the ground, and the baby Metroid will attach to you and start refilling your health. If this is a glitch state where you can actually, you're able to get up and shoot plasma shots at that makes the last phase. If you do it optimally, you only have to hit Mother Brain with one rainbow beam shot.
Le jeu ne relance pas de Rainbow Beam, il passe directement à la phase de fin.
I'm not going to my bedroom, Levon.
You're not
I
going
see
to your
you,
bedroom.
chat. I see it.
I mean, DJ says that if you will go to your bedroom if the animals are saved. So it's up to Di10. So you're usually during this, you're stuck here waiting here and letting Mother Brain slowly kill the baby Metroid. But here you get to, poke in with some charged plasma shots. You have to be very careful where you end up. Otherwise, you don't quite lock your game. You'll eventually get out of it in like 16 plus minutes. It'll unlock itself.
Yeah, it kind of like freezes up. It's like slows down. It's very weird.
That was a pretty solid stand-up glitch. That looked like 6 shots afterwards. So you knocked, I believe it's usually 20 shots with the rainbow beam to take down Mother Brain, the last phase of Mother Brain. Now we have the escape sequence. The timer is set. I don't know if we're going to get there in 3 minutes. It's a pretty tight timer.
I think we might die here. Planet Slam Jam. Looks like people in the Baguette restream are saying to save or kill the animals, and I see 3 people for save. Oh wait, save the frame. Save. I think most people are saying to save the animals. It looks like save the good boy. So I believe we're going to save here. There we go. I see you, Levon. Levon put in the Baguette's stream save barbacool, referencing our Speed Play 2020 finale.
That was a heck of a finale.
That was so good.
Oh, that was a nice behemoth spark.
Yeah, very clean.
Diagonal spark up.
Et alors du coup, j'ai cru voir qu'il y avait une majorité.
So here's where we get to decide if it's safe.
We are saving the animals. You have to go to your bedroom now. That's the rules. I don't make the rules.
All right, I'll go to my bedroom after this run. I'll do it. The rules are the rules. Be free, animals. Go forth. Ostrich, animal, bird. Well, there's ostrich are birds.
They're very much birds. And that is time 42, not 42.
I want to believe it's 42. That'd be a sick finale time.
I mean, it's 42. It's just not 42.42.
That would be legendary.
It's the answer.
Overall, really good run from Di though.
Le premier saut était raté, j'ai pas pu.
Really smooth, like just showcasing all of the different movement you can do when you have all of the items.
Vous allez pouvoir avoir un petit.
Definitely encourage people to start running this game. It's definitely a very, very great speedrun. You can just keep diving and diving into it. It's great.
And I still don't think it's actually done being optimized. Like the top runners are still pushing the times down.
They are. It's wild.
Yeah, Wild runs this game.
I mean, yes. Wild Anaconda.
Yep, that was the Wild I was talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
Je vais laisser l'antenne, j'imagine, puisque.
Yeah, thanks for commentating this with me, Yvonne. And
Pleasure. Up next, we have the finale of Fromethon 2020, which is Celeste 100%. We're going to have to ask Jax if this includes Chapter 9. I think it does at this point, which is why it's such a longer estimate, because the old 100% time was, I want to say, an hour and a half.
Yeah, that seems right. From the little I know about that game.
And like the final chapter of Celeste, the DLC is absolutely insane. I haven't actually finished it just because it's so hard. It's like I can't imagine speedrunning that.
I think I've seen it. It's very tough. I think we're waiting for Deer Force here.
Oh, I'm sure we're waiting for Deer Force. I gotta watch all the credits for Super Metroid. They're great. I've never actually watched the ending credits for a GT Classic run. What's the finishing percent?
I don't know either off the top of my head. Place your bets.
Yeah, because you don't actually collect most of the items. You just kind of get them given to you.
Yeah.
The real question is, why can't Metroid crawl?
What did you say? You cut out.
Why can't Metroid crawl?
I don't know why Metroid can't crawl.
Oh, well.
Someday.
Let's figure that out.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So Gunpei Yokoi. You ready to Deer Force? Deer Force.
Produit par Deer Force.
You have the what? Samus is a girl?
What? Whoa.
Spoilers, I know.
On va pouvoir le magnifique taux de complétion.
Find out our percentage then.
Okay, so it does count them in your inventory.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Ça aurait été beau, hein, 42% aussi.
Because you can, I believe, if you like, there would be like a max percent where you can get over 100% completion at that point. Because the items are still available to collect as well.
Merci à toi.
Ah, merci à vous. Et...
Merci à toi d'avoir proposé cette run. Je sais que.
Well, looks like that's all for Super Metroid, though. Guess we'll just kind of be chilling here until this wraps up.
Yeah, so we will have Celeste 100% commentating by LM Jax and Commanders coming back into the booth.
On a une commu française qui est souvent là pour aider.
Anything you want to say before heading out, Yvonne?
Just make sure to get your submissions in for Calithon. Submissions close there tomorrow night. And same thing, get your submissions for Midwest Speed Fest, which is completely online this time around.
Oh.
Our submissions close, next month still? We still got time for that one. Or a new game. Maybe submit, Super Metroid GT Classic or one of the other runs you watched this weekend.
Pringles.
Once you pop.
Can't stop. if you want to learn more about those marathons, you can type !Stand Together and !MWSF 2020 to learn more about each respective marathon.
On a un petit teaser à vous faire. Donc voilà. N'hésitez pas à rester à la fin de ce.
So have you personally ever ran GT Classic?
I have not.
You know, learn it now. Now you've seen it.
I don't, I don't know. Maybe it seems the beginning like 20 minutes seems like really, really hard. But then after it becomes like very chill. So I don't know.
I mean, the first 10 minutes is pretty chill. Then you kill Kraid. After Kraid's when it gets hard.
Yeah. Then with the whole Ridley stuff.
Because up until Kraid, it's just, an any percent run where you skip charge.